We had some stormy weather and high winds. Here's our flowering cherry tree. It's very pretty. It also has a lot, I'm sorry for the road noise, I'll try to talk close to the microphone. Also has a lot of lichen growing on it. And every now and then, you get a windfall like this. Oh my goodness. Look at all the lichen on there. Isn't that amazing? I might have to sit on the deck and pick at that. So, the wind brought something nice. I have a lovely big bowl of lichen now. There's probably at least 3 or 4 different types of lichen in there. There's just so many on that branch. It was amazing. That's how big this bowl is. So there's quite a bit in there. And then in a little mason jar that I'm going to keep open to get some air in it, I've got a lot of this grandfather's beard, but I've also got a different kind in there. I've got 2 different kinds in there. May have to find out what they are. All right, so I think I've got some Romney roving that I'm going to dye in this. That'll be really easy to spin. So yes, I've decided to do a little spontaneous natural dyeing this afternoon that I wasn't anticipating doing, but that branch that came down out of the cherry tree has gotten me wanting to do this. I have the Romney ready anyway. I bought it from the little store, the Wayward Fiber Studio, Pam in New Bern, and so it's all clean and ready to go. So let me show you what I'm up to. Here's the Romney. It was just 2 nice big balls. It's got a little bit of VM in it, but nothing compared to what I'm used to dealing with, so it'll be fine. It's kind of it's a natural creamy color. It's not a white, which I do love, that creamy color. So we'll see I've never spun with Romney before, never done anything with it, so that'll be fun to try. And here's my nice big pot of lichen. This is almost all the same type of lichen. I'm going to call it, for lack of a better term, I don't remember what it was, trumpet lichen, because it looks like little trumpets, or it looks like little alien suckers, whichever one you like. I've got it on a very low heat. I'm going to let it heat up very slowly, just to a steam, not even any kind of a bubble. I'm going to watch it carefully this time, and I think a first and a second bath. So we'll put the Romney I just showed you into the first bath, and then the exhaust, I'm going to put a second ball of Romney. This is about what those balls look like. Okay, they fit kind of a little bit bigger than your hand. And then this is another bunch of roving. I don't know what that is. I'll put that in there too. That'll go in the exhaust bath. That Romney roving has been soaking in the first dye bath for at least an hour, cooling down to room temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out, put the used lichen back in the water, see if I can get it any darker, and then put the second half of the dye stuff in. still pretty hot. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a rinse in some tepid water. And squeeze it out and put it to dry. It's looking very nice. It's chilly outside, and I just came in from picking dandelions because I want to do some dandelion dyeing with some of the wool that I ordered from the Woolery way back when. This will be, I think it's some Jacob wool that I'm going to soak. Now, Miss Jenny Dean in her book Wild Color says that it's best to use fresh dandelion. Well, I've been collecting dandelions for a very long time, just a few to leave plenty for the pollinators out there. I've been drying them, so they're not the best. So I went out in the cold this morning and picked more. There's plenty of stuff blooming now. We're full into spring, although it's a chilly day today. But the buttercups and the clover are blooming. So many things are blooming out there, so I don't feel quite so bad about taking a few dandelions. So let's see how this goes. Now here are the dry ones. There's quite a few in there. And then I took my little basket out and gathered that many more. So we'll just put them all in there together and let it simmer. Again, it's not supposed to come to a boil. We're going to let it simmer for about an hour and see if the water is a nice yellow. All right, I have soaked my wool in some alum too as a mordant to help it absorb the color, and I've cooled down the daffodil bath, and so let's put the two together. Now I'm going to bring this back up to just a steamy simmer. It won't take very much. Then I'll turn the heat off and let it cool to room temperature before I take it out. It needs to be in there at least an hour, and really the longer the better. That's what some dyers say. Now I will not use the exhaust bath on this because it's yellow. I just don't expect there'll be anything left. So what I put in here is what will be the dandelion yellow. And I might also come in and just turn it some so that the wool on the top gets put underneath. Okay, now it's a matter of time. And here is that lichen bath. This is that first one. Again, it's just now this is a lighter one. It's not the vibrant orange I had before, the first one, but it's a beautiful golden. It's hard to describe. It's not exactly orange. It's not yellow. It's just kind of golden. Now let me show you the dandelion. This has a beautiful yellow but slightly green tint. It's very interesting. I'm trying to put them in bright sunshine because I think that worked last time. Here you can see the two together. My next goal is to use some dock leaves to get an olive green, and then I want to use the walnut hulls, hopefully the nuts too, that I got at my brother's house, at my mother's pasture, to make some browns. And then I'd love to put all these colors together.